Do you surf at UCSB?
Yeah, I do.
Do you surf at UCSB?
No.
Do you surf at UCSB?
No.
So do you surf at UCSB?
Yeah.
Do you surf at UCSB?
No.
Do you surf at UCSB?
No.
Do you surf at UCSB?
I've only gone surfing twice here, so.
Why do you think women are not seen as a serious force in the sport?
Because women are always seen as minorities, and this applies for like all sorts of sports and jobs. It's not just surfing. So
Surfing at UCSB, like, do you hear about any stereotypes or like
yeah,
surfing
I do.
stereotypes?
The stereotypes are usually like the tan and blonde people, which is not true. Like, I mean, at least for me, like my hair's not actually blonde, but that's what I always hear, and it's not.
So while surfing at UCSB, do you see a gender gap or a racial divide?
I don't see a gender gap whenever I'm out there. I always see boys and girls, but I always see a race divide. It doesn't seem that diverse out there.
Having not surfed at UCSB, what is your take on surfing here?
I know a lot of people here surf, and it's kind of known as a big surfing school.
Do you know of any stereotypes heard or experienced about surfing at UCSB?
I feel like a big stereotype of surfers is that they're usually like white frat boys.
Do you think there's a gender gap in surfing here at UCSB?
I think I've probably seen like more boys that surf, but I feel like it's pretty equal. Like there's definitely some girls that surf.
Did you know that Hawaii's largest surfing competition doesn't even include a women's division, and that women are not equally represented as men, even though they take the largest role in surfing's competition and business, which is over a $13.2 billion market? So based on these facts, do you think there's a gender gap in surfing overall?
I think that there's definitely like women play a big role in surfing, but I feel like they're probably like underrepresented and like just like kind of in society in general, and they're kind of a minority in surfing.
Do you think there's a gender gap or racial divide with surfing?
I definitely do. I feel I've like watched surfing before on TV, and I've never seen like girls surfing on TV. It's usually males or like their competitions. Not even really sure if like girls have their own competitions, now that I think about it, but yeah.
So while you're surfing here, like, who do you usually see while you're out surfing? Or like what types of people?
I'd definitely say Caucasians.
Okay, so did you know that Hawaii's largest surfing competition doesn't even have a women's division?
No.
And also, women don't have access to as many resources like sponsorships as men do, even though women are the biggest players in surfing's $13.2 billion market. So wohy do you think minorities of race and gender are not seen as a serious force in surfing?
I honestly did not know that. I would have thought they would have had like equal opportunities, because I see women more often surfing than men, honestly.
General issue with like athletics in I don't want to say specifically the United States, but like kind of just like, you know, women's sports are generally like not as big as men's sports for, I mean, I don't really know why. maybe because like people think that like men are like naturally more athletic, so they want to watch it more, but I mean I can't think of like a specific reason as to why, like, you know, there isn't any women.
Yeah. Being a surfer here at UCSB, I definitely think I experience and like hear the stereotypes that people portray as surfers just in general, and I think that definitely like has effects on like people's lives and opportunities if they are minorities in surfing based on race or gender.